Hey! Hey, yes, I'm talking to you. Do you want to use FARO Lady but you do things like this? And other awful things? Don't worry, FARO Lady is gonna show you how to use her. First, let's see her kit. FARO Lady is a decoder type character, but she's a very good character for kiting with her abilities. Cloak and aromatherapy canes. This is my build for her. I prefer knee-jerk reflex so I can gain distance from the hunter pretty easily. Her cloak ability activates by getting 18 meters near the hunter. The longer you stay near the hunter, higher the exposure rises. Of course, when the exposure reaches 100%, the cloak ability stops and sets a cooldown. The cooldowns for the cloaking ability can change based on the time spent cloaked. The longer, the more time you have to wait. The cooldowns can be from 5 seconds or either 30 seconds. The exposure can decrease by simply getting away from the hunter. But beware, even if you manage to escape the hunter and have over 40% exposure, the hunter will receive an alarm. When exposure is below 40%, dropping pallets, vaulting, decoding, and activating the exit gate will not end the cloak effect. Her cloak ability is easy to understand, right? Now, let's see the other ability we talked about before. So, how many of them do we have? How do you use it? And how do they work? At the start of the match, you will have 2 canes, and they are limited, so use them carefully. The canes will create new trails, and you can trick the hunter with them. But the canes can only do that. Actually, no. When the cloak effect stops and gets a cooldown, by using the cane, the clock's cooldown will be reduced by 7 seconds. And now I'm gonna show you some ways to use the cane while being cloaked. Tricking the hunters may be difficult, since someone may not fall for them, because FARO Lady will do this animation. The hunter will only see the spray of the cane. But by hiding in a corner, the hunter will not see the animation and it may fall for the trick, like a 80 or 90% sure. I also did this trick in rank. See how I was pretty hidden so the hunter won't see me doing the cane animation? The hunter was more focused on the trail I made. They either end up losing me and change target. Since we finished talking about those 2 abilities, now let's talk about our most controversial ability. Dextrous. For this part, listen carefully, so that your teammates will not dox your house in the post-match. When you are about to start a new cipher, it has to be only for ciphers that are below 10%. The decoding progress will increase by 10%. This means, even when the cipher is at 5%, it will give the 10% buff. That's super convenient. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't work that way. It doesn't matter if it's 5% or 2%, the cipher will still get 10% decoding progress. Okay, so now we are going to talk about that ability, the decoding progress stealing. How does it work and how we should use it? For checking the ciphers, you only need to touch this icon. So this is how you check ciphers and you see the decoding progress from other ciphers. This ability doesn't work only that way, of course. With that, you can steal decoding progress from other ciphers. Okay, but when do you steal decoding progress? You should steal decoding progress when you know for sure one of your teammates is kiting. So if a postman or a seer stops decoding for supporting someone with their letters or owl, don't steal the decoding progress. This is also applied with prisoner. If he's decoding a connected cipher and nobody is decoding there, don't touch it. Now the most important thing, do not steal decoding progress that has above 30%. Cipher progress during matches are vital, so stealing a cipher that has so many decoding progress is not ideal. There will be rare cases you can see the decoding progress, like this match I had. You can see here the hunter changing targets to the person decoding and gets downed while kiting. And the hunter chairs the person near the cipher, so they want to pressure the decoding in this area. Now both of them are down in this area, so decoding here is not ideal. This of course depends by every situation. If the cipher had 80% decoding progress, it's ideal to stay in that area, with the team helping and pressuring the hunter. Before talking about their final external trait, I want to give you another advice. Use this ability to track the other survivors and their ciphers. You can see the rescuer ciphers, so you can decode theirs if they have to rescue someone. Or you can see at the start of the match if they were decoding, where the hunter is disrupting the decoding. Now let's see her final external trait, Disarray. This is the character nerf and makes rescuing hard. As you saw before, Pro Lady rescue animation is more slower than a regular survivor. So how do you rescue with her? When nobody can rescue cause the injured, of course. You can try by simply getting it before rescuing, like you do with a normal rescue, or use your Cloak ability and aromatherapy cane to mind game the hunter, like in these clips. Careful when using your canes, not all hunters will fall for the trick. Since I explained all her abilities, way to use her and advice, the tutorial will end here. I hope this video helped you understand her character better. Don't disappoint me. And see you next video!